Hey folks, welcome to a new video. Today I want to go over the newest video Quantum TV uploaded, his "This is the lowest I've ever been, I've hit rock bottom" video, because there's something I really want to say to him, but I'll save it for the end of the video. No funny stuff, because domestic abuse is something you shouldn't joke about. Even if it is just alleged, you still shouldn't make jokes about it. I honestly don't think there's too much else to say, really, so let's let Quantum begin his video.
What's going on, everybody? So, I've officially lost everything. All of my possessions, my home, I've lost everything, right?
You know, you sure are content for someone who has lost everything. No bloodshot eyes, no tears, no cracking voice, no nothing. And you seem content with just making a video on this for someone who claims that he has lost everything. Of course, this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't have allegedly abused your wife. Now, presumption of innocence here, of course, as in all crimes. Quantum is innocent until he has been proven guilty. But the thing is, does anyone else remember Quantum TV's God of War Ragnarok review? Where he said that Kratos' wife needed a fist to the mouth or something to that effect? How she was showing an attitude or something? Well, if I had have been able to see into the future to see this outcome, then I would have said that that was Quantum TV foreshadowing his own arrest. Oh, and here's the clip for those of you who don't believe me, by the way.
Yo, I'm not digging her attitude right now. Like, at all.
Good boy.
Bro, she needs a fist to the mouth, like, straight up. Disrespectful ass.
I'm not here to air out my wife. I love her very much, even still in this moment, as she's done some of the most scary and horrific things I've ever seen a human being do against me in my life.
And that right there, folks, is why I don't believe for even a minute a single word Quantum is saying here. Basically, he was the one who committed domestic abuse, allegedly, of course, presumption of innocence and all, and yet Quantum is laying the blame squarely at his wife's feet, saying that he's done nothing, absolutely nothing wrong at all, and that she was the one doing scary and horrendous stuff to him. Okay, Quantum, let's review what we know. Your wife had lacerations on her hands, which is a jagged wound as if cut by a knife or some such object. You threatened to, putting this in a way that doesn't piss off the YouTube overlords, game over yourself, which the police report did specify that you said. You yanked both your wife's phone and even your own out of her hands and then, again, allegedly transfer funds from her bank account to yours, and it isn't just your wife that you were being allegedly abusive towards. You absolutely were abusive and even bully-like to the Act Man, Mischief, Gara of the Rage, Klutzy King 552, Review Tech USA, even going as far as to call Review Tech USA a pedophile, which can literally destroy his life. But you've also abused copyright, brandishing it and wielding it like a weapon to silence those who disagree with you or actually criticize you, which is also a crime, a federal one. I mean, it's just, damn, Quantum Man, take some freaking accountability, my guy.
But what I can say is I've always loved her. I will always love her. She is my family. She is my home. And to that end, I ask that whatever the doxers find, whatever the internet trolls rummage through, I am asking that for the sake of our family, because we are still real people outside of YouTube and away from everything. We are people. And I just hope and pray that you guys would respect her privacy and, you know, keep her safe. I honestly don't want anything bad happening as a result of, you know, how people feel about me or anything like that in the way of her being doxxed or anything. I don't want that. So please be respectful in that way.
Oh, don't you worry, Quantum. We have not once spread your wife's name anywhere on the internet at all, nor would we. As far as we know from the police reports, she has done nothing wrong, and those who managed to find those police reports have censored both of your names. The only two people I've seen using your real name are Anonymous and you yourself. The only reason I even learned of your real name was because people were bringing it to my attention that you used to be a musician, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this and unsubscribe, but even after what you put me through with that copyright strike, you were a damned good musician. I stand by that even today. Hell, I'll go ahead and say it now. That was the whole reason I made the video, Quantum TV Music Man. I wanted you to take your life, turn it around, and become someone that other people could look up to one day, and actually become a successful musician. to travel the world and see things that losers like me can only dream of seeing. The only thing I know to ask, Quantum, is this. Why did you squander such an amazing skill with music to become, basically, a scam artist? I mean, yeah, you were struggling to find a record label to publish your music, from what I understand, but did you know that if you had kept at it, maybe you would have found one day? I don't know this for an absolute fact, but I'll bet some of the bigger musicians and bands out there didn't find success with the first record label they met. But all of that's down the drain now, isn't it?
I'll say this, like, I have a bad time, in life right now, but I'm not special for it. I understand that. I'm not doing this video for, like, sympathy or anything like that.
Well, I was going to put in the effing BS meme clip here, but I can't find it right now, so I'll just say this.
Gonna have to take one day at a time and just hope that the truth comes out in the end, and I'm vindicated to some degree for some of the things that I've been trying to express, and that my love is seen as sincere, and I'm not what people are thinking. And again, I don't even know how to handle all this. I don't. I'll be very honest. I'm a person, okay? I'm a very normal person, just like you, right?
I'm not saying this to be an a-hole, Quantum, but you have some serious problems. I mean, we all have problems. It's just that yours are a lot worse than other people's. Yes, you are a human being, and yes, you should be treated like one, but when you break the law as you have been doing for the past year now, Quantum, you get punished the exact same way other humans do. If you didn't want to be facing prison time, then you should have heeded the age-old adage of, if you can't do the time, then don't do the crime. It is, as you yourself would say, really that black and white.
And there isn't a soul alive that's invulnerable, and there's nobody that's immune to, like, having a bad breakup or a marriage go south, and sometimes it takes longer than others, and sometimes it doesn't happen. But unfortunately for me, there's just too many bickering points and arguments and boundaries that aren't supposed to be crossed. They get crossed, and then that leads to hard feelings, and then there's not really much of a path for negotiation or resolution. Then law enforcement gets called, and then allegations get made, and then you've got to defend yourself, and then it's this whole thing. And then, of course, the media circus goes crazy. It's a nightmare. And you just, if you aren't on social media right now, like, don't get into it, because if you do and you have a personal moment, everybody's going to be in your business and everyone's going to be attacking you. And I'm not even saying this in terms of, like, spare me, because I've already been tarred and feathered more than anyone I think I know.
Jesus H. Christ, Quantum, you must be a vampire or something, because you have no self-reflection. You're just like Harmon Smith, I swear. Quantum, the whole reason your breakup, your divorce, happened is because you allegedly abused your wife. You pulled a knife on her and gave her lacerations on her hands. You manipulated her. So what is there not to understand? And this is all alleged, remember. When you threaten your spouse, naturally, they're going to feel frightened and call law enforcement. So spare us the drama. In short, Quantum, you started this. Now grow up and take some responsibility.
I've been kind of removed from my current or prior pedestal, being able to shoot and film the TVs the way I would normally do so.
Not to kick a man when he's down, but what pedestal were you on, Quantum? Whenever I looked at any single one of your videos, including this one, I see that there are far more dislikes than likes. And no, this isn't some dislike bot raid from Discord or whatever you called it before, and most of the comments were, as I understand it, negative, and yet you hold them for review. People are seeing through your charade of trying to garner sympathy for your divorce. If you truly loved your wife, you would be in tears and have bloodshot eyes. Hell, I doubt you'd be anywhere near a camera to be attempting to record videos like this, cell phone or otherwise. You're trying to say that your wife is the reason your divorce you're about to be going through, that this is all her fault, but it isn't. It's yours, Quantum. Some self-reflection would do you some good, but again, you have NPD, so it won't do any good.
And as a result, well, the videos have to be more of these cell phone kind of vlog style videos and us talking and just being organic about the TVs. We'll still talk about them. I'll still try to, drive out to Best Buy to get a general idea of them, and, you know, if I know somebody with it, try to do something with that. But
You have got to be freaking joking me. He has a very serious court case coming up against him, and yet he says that he's going to be rushing out to Best Buy and buying TVs, and how he's still going to be talking about them with his audience. Quantum, if I were you, I would be trying to think up the best defenses I could in court to prove my innocence. I would be trying to find all the evidence I could to prove my innocence, if any such evidence existed in the first place. The fact that you're going to go out to buy TVs from Best Buy and still talk about them on your YouTube channel makes me wonder if you think that YouTube is going to bail you out this time too. Well, I have news for you, Quantum. YouTube isn't going to do a damn thing this time. YouTube is going to be sitting in its little office, drinking coffee and coming up with more stupid ways to try and screw the average YouTuber over, but we'll see.
for the most part, I'm going through it, and I really hope you guys stick with me through this difficult time in my life and ride this journey with me. I know it's not going to be easy. I'm going through it so hard right now, and you know, I would only hope and pray that if you guys go through something similar, that you guys would have reached out as well, so I could be there for you as well. But this is the best I got for now, man. And if you guys can, I mean, I need support. I need people in my life. Hey, I'm going through it, right? That's where I'll end the video, at the expense of getting too overly emotional and depressed or whatever the case may be. I don't know what my day is going to look like. I don't know how to start again, what purpose looks like, or any of that. I'm broken, I'm confused, I'm anxious, I'm sick to my stomach, I'm not eating, all of this stuff, and frankly, it's the cause of all of this, and I want you guys to know that there are very real emotions attached to this type of trauma in your life. So please keep that in mind when you make your videos and you respond to this or you comment to this and things like that. Like, I'm still a person, man. I really am. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Now that last bit there really tips me off that he's lying about all of this, that he's hoping that his fans will come to his defense during that upcoming court case. But dude, notice how, for a guy who is anxious and not eating, that he looks perfectly fine. He sounds perfectly fine. It's like what I said back at the start of the video. You know, you sure are content for someone who has lost everything. No bloodshot eyes, no tears, no cracking voice, no nothing. And you seem content with just making a video on this. So yeah, there's my thoughts on the whole Quantum TV situation. Anyways, I've recently learned that Quantum TV's wife is filing for a restraining order against Quantum TV on grounds of domestic violence, but I've already said my piece, so I'm going to let you all go. But folks, I meant every word about what I said about Quantum TV music, man. I wanted Quantum to go back to making music because he was a damned good musician. He probably still is, but again, it's too late to go for that dream now, isn't it? Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good one. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.